What is the simplest form of this expression? So pause the video and write down this problem. I'm going to switch over to my notebook paper and we're going to work it out. Notice once again that we are multiplying these two rational expressions together. And I kind of color-coded this when I wrote down the problem because we're going to have to factor the red expression, the black expression, the purple expression, and the green expression. And then we can multiply them together. We're looking for something that's the same that will cancel out. So I'm just going to start with the x squared minus 2x minus 3. I'm not going to be able, I don't think, to be as logical in my writing. But so I'm going to start with x squared minus 2x minus 3. And the factors of 3, because it's 1 times 3, is 3. And luckily enough, the only factors of 3 are 1 and 3, and they will combine to be 2. 3 minus 1 is 2, but we really need to do 1 minus 3 to get our value of negative 2. So it's going to be x squared plus 1x minus 3x minus 3. And then we can group these together. And the greatest common factor in the first group is x. We had 2 x's, we took out 1, we still have 1. We had 1x, we took it out. We do need the 1 there. Be really careful. We really want that minus sign. And it's the 3 is the greatest common factor. Negative 3x divided by negative 3 is x. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is positive 1. And what we see for our red expression is that we've got x plus 1 times x minus 3. If we take a look at the black expression, x squared plus 2x minus 8, we are going to be splitting the middle with that particular expression as well. And in fact, all 4 of the expressions. 1 times 8, 1, the number in front of the x squared, times 8. And the factors of 8 are 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. We're splitting the middle, so we need to get a value of 2. So we're going to be using 4 and 2. And 4 minus 2 gives us 2, but we need to have, and that's exactly what we need, 4 minus 2. So negative 2 plus 4, because negative 2 plus 4 will give us a positive 2. So x squared minus 2x plus 4x minus 8. And we group them together. Greatest common factor is x. And we're left with x minus 2. Greatest common factor is 4. And we're left with 4x divided by 4 is x. 8 divided by 4 is 2. There was a plus in front of the 4x, so I had to write down the plus. But ultimately what we end up with is we end up with the x minus 2. And then the x plus 4. X plus 4. Moving on to the purple expression of x squared plus 3x minus 10. Same idea here. 1 times 10 is 10. The factors of 10 are 1 and 10, and 2 and 5. We need to pick factors that combine to be 3, which is going to be the 2 and the 5. 5 minus 2 is 3, and that's what we need when we split the middle. So it's going to be x squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10. And when we group here, what we've got is we've got x times x minus 2 plus 5 times x minus 2. 5x divided by 5 is x. Negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. And we get x minus 2 times x plus 5. And one more trinomial to factor, which is the x squared minus 3x minus 4. 1 times 4 is 4. The factors are 1 and 4 and 2 and 2, but they need to combine, either add or subtract, to be 3. So 4 minus 1 gives us 3, but we really need to look at it from the perspective of 1 minus 4 because this is negative 3. So x squared plus 1x minus 4x minus 4. When we group here, the greatest common factor in the first group is an x, and then we're left with x plus 1 minus, really important to write that minus, greatest common factor is a 4. Negative 4x divided by negative 4 is x. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is positive 1. And we've got x plus 1 from each group, and then we've got an x minus 4. Nope, might be nice if you could see this. X plus 1 in each group, and then we've got an x and a minus 4. So now we can put that all back together. So we've got x plus 1 times x minus 3 divided by x minus 2 times x plus 4. We're going to multiply by x minus 2 times x plus 5, and then we can divide that by x plus 1 times x minus 4, and you couldn't see any of that, but I copied this down, then I put it over this, copied this down, put it over this. Here it comes. I'll give you a minute to copy that down, although it's probably easier to pause the video and look at it. But as you're writing it down, notice what's the same on the top and on the bottom. And what we notice about what's the same on the top and the bottom is that we've got an x plus 1 on top and an x plus 1 on the bottom. We've got an x minus 2 on the bottom, we've got an x minus 2 on the top. And then I do not see anything else that's exactly the same on the top and the bottom of the fraction. So what we're left with now is we're left with x minus 3 times x plus 5 divided by x plus 4 times x minus 4. So then we pull up Admentum as if this problem isn't long enough, and we don't see that answer. But let's see if we can pick out the answer without doing too much extra work, and I think that we can. But we could, ultimately what I think they were expecting us to do is to multiply this out and multiply that out. But if we multiply out the denominator of this problem, we end up with x squared, because it's double distributive property, minus 4x plus 4x minus 16. And what we notice is that this is a minus 4x and this is a plus 4x. Those cancel out, and we get x squared minus 16. And when we go back and look at Admentum, only one of those answers has x squared minus 16 in its denominator, which is this one.